So here we go, minor pentatonic. G minor pentatonic. Let's look at the classic. So here we go. That would be shape 1, G minor pentatonic. Now when you play that, you can see you have a minor third, and then you have a tone, and a tone, and a tone. So essentially, the minor pentatonic scale is made up of one tone. I mean 3 tones and a minor third. So that means that all our pentatonic shapes will only contain a minor third and a tone. It's going to either be a minor third or it's going to be a tone. So look, here's shape 2. So look, here's G, B flat, C, D, F, G. Now the second note you played there was a B flat. And now look, tone, minor third, tone. So that can also be called major pentatonic. But can you see there's a tone, there's a minor third, tone. So again, shape 1, minor third, tone, tone, tone. Shape 2, also known as major pentatonic, tone, minor third, tone. Now the next note, C. Look here, tone, 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 minor third. So shape 3 is tone, 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 minor third. Now D. Look what this shape is made up of. Minor third, tone, tone. So let's play those shapes. Minor third, tone, tone, tone. Tone, minor third, tone. Tone, 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 minor third. Minor third, tone, tone. Now, next note is F, okay? The final note of our minor pentatonic scale. Tone, tone, minor third. Beautiful. So now let's play all 5 shapes of the minor pentatonic scale. And there you have it. So now I hope that is maybe some new information to you, that you can play the pentatonic scale using just minor thirds and tones. Now, what a lot of people tend to do when they learn their pentatonic scale is they play it in groups of 4. So you get taught to practice things like this. And then you get different other note groupings. Very much like Stevie Wonder uses, you know, whatever. Master Blaster. Or Do I Do? He loves these like you know what I mean? Things like that. So yeah, that's a super fun musical way to practice a pentatonic scale, is learn those 3 Stevie Wonder songs, I would say. Master Blaster, Do I Do, and So Duke. you've got those big long unison lines that are essentially going to take you through all shapes of the pentatonic scale. What I really love to do though is to take a motif and move it through the scale. So for instance, let's create a motif. On shape 1 I'm going to play this. Okay. Now, can you see I went ascend, ascend on these 2 strings? So now I'm going to do that on this part of the shape on these 2 strings. And then here. And then here. So now when you're playing a fill, do something else. What about this? So that's a new blueprint. Now I've descended, gone down, and ascended. That's the blueprint. So I'm going to take that through the scale. What about that? Ascend, descend, then descend, and skip a string and descend. And this would be how I practice the pentatonic scale in a bit of a different way. And essentially, I'm challenging myself to create melodies and move them through the scale. Because ultimately, when you play bass fills and play melodies, that's how I think you should try and think of it. Try to come up with a melody in the moment, and you want to be able to move those melodies all over the bass, not be stuck in one shape. So how do you do that? Well, force yourself to take any melody you come up with and move it in real time, you know. And that means you have to be able to describe it to yourself and remember it. So that's kind of what I was showing you there. I'm taking a melody, I'm analyzing it in a way that allows me to move it to all shapes. That's why I think theory is actually really cool. Okay, let's now talk about something else that I love to do when I talk about pentatonics. Okay, that is, instead of always thinking of pentatonics built off of the same root as the chord, you build pentatonic scales from other chord tones. I'm going to show you what I mean. So look, this is what most people tend to do when they start learning pentatonics. So here's B flat major 7, and they would think, oh, B flat major pentatonic. So they would play B flat major pentatonic. And this kind of gives you a very sweet Motown-y sound, almost like My Girl, you know, which is literally the pentatonic scale. But how's about, here's B flat major pentatonic. Okay. What about D minor pentatonic? So I'm playing a minor pentatonic off the third of a major 7. So here's B flat major, and here's it gives you that major 7 that you wouldn't get if you just played major pentatonic off the root. That's why I think it's so cool. That's one of the reasons. It gets you away from always starting on the root, and it actually gives you that major 7th on the B flat chord. Now you could practice playing bass lines where you're thinking of B flat major 7, and all your fills, you're going to play a minor pentatonic off of the 3rd. Now we just learned all our pentatonic shapes, so I hope you can see how these things are linked. So here's B flat major, and here's D minor pentatonic, or here. So now I'm going to play B flat major and D minor pentatonic. So that should be fun for you to try out. Now, that is just one tiny little nugget. On my bass fundamentals course, I wrote out options for major 7 chord, minor 7 chord, dominant 7 chord, half diminished chord off of every chord tone, what pentatonic you could play. And you can literally work on that forever. So I think I might stop there and do modes on the next one. If anyone has any questions, just let me know. Any questions about bass or pentatonics or anything. I'm just testing out these live streams, testing out how it sounds, trying to get it to sound usable, because last one I did, it sounded terrible. I'm just trying to learn how to use all this technology so that I can help you out. Okay, beautiful. Thank you.